What's up, guys? So Mamoswine received some buffs in the last patch. His Ice Fang now has a 1 second less cooldown, and also his Unite move now has a 11 second less cooldown. So I went ahead and played an Ice Fang game. I combined it with high horsepower and 4 health items. I really wasn't sure. I ended up deciding on Focus Band, Body Barrier, and Muscle Band. Attack Rate is also totally fine in this Pokemon, probably Cookie too, but I thought that maybe Body, Focus, and Muscle Band is just the most consistent one. I don't necessarily have to go for stacking. Weakness Policy is also something you can consider, but I think it's similar to Trevenant, where Mamoswine Trevenant has a very low basic attack damage, so just 2 or 3 attack rate stacks would just be better. So attack rate would just always be better than just straight up having Weakness Policy, but I guess you could also play both together. So early game would be very aggressive, but it's quite difficult against Snorlax. He obviously has better last hitting than the Pikachu, so this laning phase was very, very difficult. And I don't know if this is enough for Mamoswine. I mean, this Pokemon is very annoying, so 1 second less cooldown might not seem like a lot, but even you saw right on Crustle, the 2 second less cooldown X's always means a lot. Also, having his Unite move up a bit earlier or much faster is also obviously quite huge. Here we get the Audino, we just try to CC him with our boosted auto attack, and then with the tackle, and we actually get the last hit there. And yeah, about Earthquake, Earthquake is just so bad. I feel like it's just way too slow, right? It's just a terrible heavy slam of Snorlax. It doesn't have a lot of range. It has, if it was a bit faster, sure, but like it has super long wind up, and I just can't be a fan of it, really. Absol's ganking our lane, so gotta be a bit careful. Of course, Swinup's early game is pretty good, right? But if you get ganked, it's still gotta be quite careful. I don't have Focus Band right now, and my Trevenant didn't respect it at all, so he's gonna die. I'm just gonna poke a bit, so hopefully they don't score. But still have to play passively. If the enemy jungler's there, you kind of just have to give them whatever they want until the jungler disappears. Our jungler actually dies on top lane. This was terrible for us. Our jungler also dies on top side, and he's pinging help me. So we got ganked on bot, and yeah, I'm gonna go for the Pikachu now. We're looking for him a bit. I have my Focus Band up soon again, but yeah, not level 5. Good, I don't have my Ice Fang yet, so I gotta wait a bit still. And high horsepower seems quite fine though. He found a nice Ice Shot on Pikachu, slow him, start auto-attacking him. I have my Focus Band up, so I'm ready to eject button on the Pikachu right here. I'm gonna tackle him, look for the Ice Shard, and we actually get a kill. There we go, finally something on this lane. I'm gonna try and score now, but this was kind of greedy. I almost had it. I actually almost had it. And I missed my Ice Fang, I tried to tackle away. Snorlax is on the way, he's gonna heavy slam me again, and I sadly can't really dodge it. Had nowhere to run for. And it was a bit greedy. It was a bit greedy, but I almost had the score. It was very, very close. So, Dread is spawning, so we're not level 7 yet. And for high horsepower, we can either use high horsepower as an engage 2 into Ice Fang, or we can use Ice Fang and then high horsepower the enemies into our team. Those are like the 2 ways of using it, pretty much. And I think it's just a bit more consistent than Earthquake is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Earthquake. Earthquake just feels so bad to use as well. So we're still pretty underleveled. Our jungler sees level 8 now. And yeah, gonna try and look for the Stratnor fight. Obviously, I have to try and PF for my Grinch if I can to get poked. There we go. Pick up the Snorlax. We always get a boosted auto attack from the second ability. So whether it's Ice Fang or Ice Hacker Crash, it always gives us a free boosted auto attack or Ice Shot early game as well. So always make sure Ice Fang, and then we can auto attack a bit later for another stun. So a lot of more stuns that come out from Mamoswine. Also, if you have a boosted auto attack ready, you can just boosted auto attack, Ice Fang, and boosted auto attack again. I'm looking for the Pikachu now. I'm just trying to zone so my team gets that red now. And we actually do. Tackle over, Ice Fang the Pikachu. Auto-attack him for the boost auto-attack, and we keep auto-attacking. It's very important on Mamoswine to keep auto-attacking over and over again. Looking for another boost auto-attack, I blink on him, Ice Fang, boosted auto-attack again. Actually no, high horsepower first, then we can do high horsepower. But sadly Absol has Unite, but it's totally fine. Honestly, I'm a level 8 or 7 defender there. It really doesn't matter too much that I die for this. We got Absol Unite, which means my teammates will be safe now for the next minute. And he just barely gets any experience from my kill, so as a defender, it's totally fine to sometimes trade your life for a Unite move. And if he doesn't Unite move there, we kill a level 9 Absol. So in the end, it's kind of like win-win. It might seem bad, yeah, you died, but like in the end, it really doesn't matter too much. Here we can look for the high horsepower. There we go, high horsepower stun, into Ice Fang, into boosted auto attack, and the Pikachu team gets unleashed in. So on this Trevenant Mamoswine Express. And that's quite nice. So I do like that. And now we can do it much more often as well, since Ice Fang does have a lower cooldown. But I think the biggest buff is also just the Unite move having a lower cooldown, right? But the Unite move of Mamoswine just still feels awful. I even tried some energy amplifier Mamoswine, and he just doesn't do damage. He just does not do any damage. It's ridiculous. Maybe with attack rate, maybe attack rate energy amplifier, but then I'm just very squishy as well. I feel like you need Focus Band. Focus Band is a guaranteed item on this Pokemon. I would never drop Focus Band. And Buddy Bear is also quite nice, right? So, and I do like the Muscle Band too. It just gives you much better early game. You do auto tech a lot. It helps you again for these as well. Just clean these Audinos. If I don't have Muscle Band, it's gonna take much longer. Decide to kill the ghoul here now. The dread spawns in 30 seconds, so there was 2 more Audinos up, but good thing I did it there because the Delphox would have been there. So this is good timing to kill or finish off the first goal. So we have an easier Dreadnought fight. I'm gonna try and zone now, looking for the Delphox. I'm gonna eject button onto him, flip him over, high horsepower him into my Delphox, and we get a nice kill. Looking for the Snorlax now. The most annoying thing about Mamoswine in this build is though that all of your moves can be cancelled by CC. Another high horsepower, high Fang, gonna dodge his heavy slam there with a quick sidestep, and we kill him too. High horsepower can get CC'd, so it's very annoying, and also Ice Fang. So if you get CC'd during it, you just lose it. Looking for the Pikachu now. Gonna Ice Fang him too, auto attack him, high horsepower, bam, smack him. And we're doing quite good now. We found a lot of pickoffs there with Ice Fang. Actually, a lot of them. 3 or 4 in a row. It's gonna run towards this goal. I was a bit greedy here, then probably didn't have to be. I was like, I can get more coins in, but I mean, Absol's here anyways to defend. So I'm gonna start looking for Absol if I can, zoning for my Blissey so you can get the score off, but it's quite difficult. Pick up the Decidueye, gonna start Unite moving. I mean, Blissey just murdered the Decidueye together, but save my Blissey also goes down. I really like the Ice Fang high horsepower combo though, just picking someone over. Also, I wish it just had more range. Like, I think Ice Fang Plus should just have more range, similar to like Telekinesis Plus of Slowbro. I think it should have more range. Now we just get bullied around, we get Fire Spin around, look for another high horsepower. Ice Fang, I eject button away in the last second, but they summons their vision on me, so I do end up dying. And my team is still here doing stuff. Yeah, I just really wish Ice Fang had more range. I really wish it has more range. Icicle Crash also got a cooldown buff again, as I mentioned earlier, so also something you can completely consider. I'm also going to try some full damage Mamoswine with high horsepower, Icicle Crash, and attack rate weakness policy. We can totally do that as well. I'm going to try this well maybe today or tomorrow, and let you guys know how that feels as well. Because, I mean, Icicle Crash, high horsepower is also a pretty good build. Another high horsepower engage, we pick him up, we flip the owl over, and get another Ice Fang kill. Again, we do the same. High horsepower in, looking for the Ice Fang. I pick up Pikachu, boosted auto attack, stun him even longer. But yeah, sadly, nothing dies. They're always super low. I try my best to at least kill the Snorlax, but my damage is so weak sometimes. I really wish, I don't know. I feel like I'm so squishy as well. Like, defenders in this game are quite weird. Either the defenders just do way too much damage, or they're just not tanky enough when they don't do damage. That's how I feel about things like Snorlax and Mamoswine sometimes. Right, they just don't do enough damage for how squishy they are. I wish they would just be a bit tankier. It's fine to have CC bots, but in the end they should probably just be a bit tankier. One more dread spawning. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna cover my team since they want to go for it. And then we look for the Zapdos fight. Zapdos fight, I think, is where Mamoswine gets the weakest. It's very hard to hit Ice Fangs when everyone is very fast from their Unite moves. Gonna look for this Delphox. And there you see, my Ice Fang got cancelled by the Fire Spin. So quite annoying. Pikachu out of position, looking for him. Just gonna flip over the Snorlax. Doesn't have Unstoppable up right now, and we actually get a kill. I'm gonna look for these top side now. I wanna really kill the Decidueye and the Delphox, so another high horsepower engage. But he actually does Unite moves in front of me, so I can Ice Fang him. I have to counter Unite move. I'm just gonna start auto taking them. Gonna keep chasing the Delphox, another high horsepower. We get the stun at the end, flip him over for the Ice Fang. But he's still very fast from his Unite move. Gonna try and catch up. But like this was not in range. That Ice Fang was not in range. So my team can do Zapdos right now, and I can just want to zone. So I just hope my team does Zapdos here, but the Absol is kind of killing my team around. I'm just gonna keep the Snorlax away, and I'm just gonna keep zoning them. So if my team kills this Absol, they can probably do Zapdos, and I think my job right here is just trying to buy as much time as I can. And I do buy a lot of time. But I set my focus band up, end up dying again. If I just had more Ice Fang range there as well, like the Decidueye has no chance. I do buy a lot of time for my team there, and they managed to hit a huge Fire Spin there. This was such a nice Fire Spin. He hits all of them, another Fire Spin, and my Delphox just doing work there, putting in the effort with the Fire Spin. And it's gonna be game. We end up winning this match, obviously defending, but yeah, I mean, they have no chance anymore. And we actually did pretty good damage. We were almost top damage in our team. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. 65,000 on Mamoswine with the Ice Fang build. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel, guys. Bye!